see here. Alrighty. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Sorry, my upstairs is a disaster right now, but we are very excited because Surface Go 2 is coming out tomorrow. And I tried to do a stream the other day and I had some AC guys coming. So, but I have the Surface Go 1 and I've been gaming with it for the whole time, basically. Just came out with the Streets of Rage 4 video and runs pretty much flawlessly at 60 FPS. I was trying to actually do the stream with the Surface Go 1 as just like a, hey, you can do this kind of thing. Some people have said that they can, they're doing Zoom videos and all that kind of stuff during this quarantine and all that kind of jazz. So, but yeah, I just wanted to talk Surface Go 2, the specs, see if you guys had any questions about my experience with the Surface Go 1, accessories, the type cover. I've got a third-party type cover. I've got USB-C hub. Have used the Microsoft Precision mouse. Plenty of other stuff. So, Daddy, as well.
Grandma's on the stairs.
Okay, it's time to get down. All right.
Whoa, Grandma, let's
All right.
up here.
Yes, go downstairs. And it's now having toddlers trying to stream is hilarious. But all right. So first things first, Surface Go 2. There's two models. And so you can get the base model, which starts at $399, which has the Pentium Gold 4425Y, which is just a small spec bump over the original Surface Go as far as the specs. It still has that 64 gigabyte eMMC storage, but you do get the larger screen, which has a larger resolution, and basically everything will work with your old peripherals and stuff like that. So still USB-C, still headphone jack, still kickstand, all that kind of stuff. But I am getting the Core M3 model, which has 8 gigs of RAM, the 128 gig SSD, and if you haven't seen, Windows Central has some preliminary benchmarks that they've done, Geekbench and a bunch of stuff for the Go 2 with the Core M3 model, and the results are looking good. So I would say if you can spring for it, get the M3 model. If you have the original Surface Go, don't buy the 4425Y model, because you're only getting 100 megahertz spec bump on the CPU and 50 megahertz on the iGPU. So the interesting thing will be with gaming on the Core M3 model, because the iGPU is only that 50 megahertz spec bump, but the Core M3 processor is so much better than the 4415 and 4425. But yeah, so if you have any questions, throw them in chat. I'm going to basically be chatting a little bit about the specs. So they increased it from a 10.1 to 10.5 screen. We were at 1800 by 1200 original resolution. Now it's 1920 by 1280. So still 3.2, 3:2 aspect ratio, but it's still the same size. So all your cases and the type cover works just fine with the new model. They've increased the battery just slightly. It's not going to be crazy as far as, you're not going to get 2 hours extra battery life, but you may get 30 minutes to 40 minutes. And it still has the micro SD card reader in the back. So I've been using a 128 gig micro SD card, which acts as an extra hard drive for me, and it works great. Hey, wish I had a bird. How you doing? So I'm getting my Surface Go 2. Fingers crossed. It says estimated delivery tomorrow. I've already got a shipping notification and everything. So if you want to request game requests, you can do so in the comments. Also on Reddit, on the Surface Gaming subreddit, you can request games to test. But basically, for the most part, the most popular games on the Surface Go that I've tested, I will be testing those first. So like Overwatch and League of Legends and Dota 2, GTA 5, Counter-Strike. Definitely going to hit all the heavy hitters, and then I'll start branching out to some lesser known games that maybe I haven't even played before. So Apex Legends, sure, I can definitely get to that. Yeah, but if you want to save some money, you don't need to get the regular type cover. I did a review not too long ago that should be in my reviews playlist from Initech. It says Initech Bluetooth Surface Go keyboard. It costs like 40 or 50 bucks, and it interfaces with the little nubs on the bottom here. And it does have a magnet, so when you actually put it on there, works great. So, but I also wanted to talk Surface Book 3. If anybody has any questions about that, I've done a little bit of research as far as I did do Surface Book 2 gaming reviews, and if anybody is looking to upgrade, I'd say the 13.5 inch of the Surface Book 3 is probably going to be the biggest upgrade, because you've actually got 4 gigs of video RAM on the 1650 over the 1050. So that might be a big jump as far as gaming performance for the 13.5 inch Surface Book 3. The best Surface product for gaming, in my opinion, is going to be those Surface Book 3s, basically because they actually have dedicated graphics. But if you've already got a gaming PC and you wanted to game on the go and you want something light, like a Surface Go, this is, less than 2 pounds, and it's really easy to hold. You can play plenty of small light games, like Streets of Rage 4 plays on 60 FPS full screen, no problem. Stardew Valley and all those kind of games that are really light aren't going to chop your battery up. You want to play them for 30 minutes on your bus commute or train commute, or while you're in between classes or whatever. That kind of stuff works great. Yeah, it really just all depends on what you need in the device, if you have another device for gaming already. And so I like the Surface Go as a companion device. It's great for taking notes. Like I bring mine to church all the time. It's great for reading comics in bed, and like I said, I love it because it's great to hold in one hand. So, hey, Maz, got to go for school. It's pretty awesome. For some reason, it runs CSGO on 60 FPS. Well, CSGO is an older game. So if you lower the resolution and lower the settings, you can definitely still get some good results on older games. So I definitely would say, yeah, you never know. I got really pleasantly surprised. I've got about 70 videos of Surface Go 1 gameplay. and most of them are all from 2018, so they're a couple years old now. Some games have been updated and all that kind of stuff, but still gives you a good baseline for what the Go 1 can do, and it will be a pretty good baseline for what the Go 2 can do. So the Go 2 basically has a little bit of a spec bump, and the Go 2 with the Core M3 is definitely a lot bigger spec bump. So, and thanks so much for watching. You know, the videos and all the support has been really amazing over the last few years of testing stuff on the Surface devices. But yeah, so the cool thing is, as far as needing video conferencing with the Surface Go 2, the front facing camera and rear facing camera have gotten a spec bump. 5 megapixels on the front facing camera, where I think this one was like 3 and the rear one was 5. But they'll both do 1080p video. And they do have studio mics, which I have the studio mics on the Surface Pro 7, which sound really good. And they still have those forward-facing speakers, which actually does sound good. So they have AC Wi-Fi on the Surface Go 2, Bluetooth Wireless 5. So you should be able to use your Bluetooth headset with multiple devices, things like that. But yeah, the real interesting thing is going to be that Intel UHD graphics 615. So it's UHD instead of regular HD 615. So it's only got a 50 megahertz spec bump over the original Surface Go, which, like I said, Surface Go 1, still very capable for a lot of light gaming, light titles, and even some medium titles. Yeah, if you need a small device like this for note-taking, for just general office stuff, and you need something small, will be great. But yeah, the Pro M3, Core M3 Surface Go 2 is more pricey at around, it's over $600, but $400 is the base model Go 2. Maz says, my Go is somehow bugged since day one. Windows Hello works, but I can't take any photos or videos. Huh. Maybe you can, have you tried uninstall drivers for the camera or using a third-party camera app in the Microsoft Store? I would try that just to try and, you know, because sometimes the drivers get messed up. That's weird. And at a last resort, you could just reinstall Windows and see if that fixes it. But, you know, I might want to reach out to Microsoft. Okay, updated drivers, third-party app. You know, yeah, you might want to try that and see. But yeah, casing is magnesium silver color. I wish they had a blacked out version like the Surface Pro 7 and 6 introduced the black colors. I really like the black models, but you can always throw a skin on it with slick wraps, or I think Amazon even has wraps and that kind of stuff. And they also do offer an LTE 4G model, which is an extra $100. So it's like $700. But I mean, I just use my phone to tether as far as that goes. So, but I did, if y'all have any other questions, I'm probably going to call it here. And the original Surface Pen still works, and the new Surface Pen works. There's other pens that are, if it says it works with Surface Pro, you can get some for cheaper. As far as sleeves and cases, I definitely recommend. I did a video, if you want to search on on mine. This is from a company called Nidoo, Niddoo. This was for iPad 10-inch or whatever. It's $12, and it comes with nice padded soft material, and then it has a nice couple of pockets for your Surface Pen and like stuff like that. I was able to fit the charger and my mouse and everything in there. Keyboard, this type cover is actually nice. This is the Alcantara Cobalt version. It's like $120. The regular one is just $99. Trackpad is nice. Still the same nice travel as the regular type covers for Surface Pros. So if you've used one of those, the only bummer is if you have bigger hands, it's harder to, it's cramped. So especially, and these little arrow keys are pretty small and awkward. So, you're basically having a little bit harder time, but you do, if you use it for a while, you do get used to it and have less of accidental presses. So you think new Pentium is a substantial upgrade from the last model Pentium? Yes, because of the the Pentium. No, the Pentium from the 4425Y is not a substantial upgrade. So if you have the Go 1, don't go for the Pentium. I'd say if you're going to go for the Go 2 this time around and upgrade, go for that Core M3 processor. The Core M3 is able to boost up to 3.4 gigahertz, where the Pentium Gold 4425 is 1.6, 1.7 gigahertz. So yeah, while it can stay sustained 1.6, 1.7, it can't. So basically, the 3.4 gigahertz is over double. Go and Go 2 keyboard interchangeable. Yes. So this keyboard from the Go 1 will work just fine with the Go 2. So they haven't changed that. Same size chassis, same size grooves on the bottom of the Go 1 and Go 2. So they're using the same size. They just made the screen bigger, got rid of the huge bezels, which is a great thing. And still the same nice sturdy kickstand. And yeah, it feels really premium in the hand. So, and the same pen works, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, but you don't need a $100 sleeve. Like I said, this one's $12 on Amazon. I've got the links in the video on my channel. Yeah, so if anybody has any questions about accessories and what all that kind of stuff, just let me know. But yeah, so tomorrow I'll be getting in the Surface Go 2 Core M3 model, and we'll basically start updates, and probably the next couple of days I'll try and throw up a few new videos, and then just keep it locked. I'll be coming out with about one video per day. So wonder why they didn't go for the newer Intel 10 nanometer 10th gen chips. I think probably because of space limitations. They had already come up with the tooling and the mold, the model, for this. So they're trying to keep the same size. They're just trying to squeeze out what can we fit in this skinny of a device. Yeah, and I don't even think they came out with any Y chips for 10th gen, or maybe trying to keep the price down. So hey, Andy, you don't need to donate $1. That's fine. Just liking the videos, subscribing to the channel is more than enough. I get I get some ad revenue here and there. If you want to support me, you can use my Amazon links in the videos to buy stuff, and it gives me a little bit of a kickback whenever you buy stuff. Would be a help, because that helps me buy more games and helps me buy more accessories and stuff like that, so I can review stuff for you guys. So, but if no other questions, I do appreciate y'all hanging out with me and the questions and that kind of stuff. I'm very excited to show you guys the go-to and the performance and all that kind of stuff. If you have anything other than games that you want me to try and test out, I'm probably going to be doing a little camera test and, you know, responsiveness test and all that kind of stuff. The links work on different countries. I mean, if you have Amazon in your country, I think maybe it'll say, hey, do you want to switch to that country? But yeah, I'm not sure about that, but it's okay. So, all right, guys. Well, this will do it for me. I do appreciate y'all coming in and hanging out. Like I said, you can throw any games you want to see in the comments. You can put them in the Streets of Rage 4 or this video after it posts. And we're on Reddit, at the Surface Gaming subreddit, where I've posted a Surface Go gaming requests posts as well. So, all right, we'll be make sure to hit all the main games. And I do appreciate y'all guys for coming in, and y'all have a great night. And we will see you very soon for Surface Go 2 coverage. Have a great one. Thanks so much, guys.